You will today cease operation of your salon and not reopen until after further orders of the government permit you to do so. You owe an apology to the elected officials whom you disrespected. This is the way that citizens in the state should behave. This court will consider the payment of a fine in lieu of the incarceration.
Judge, I would like to say that I have much respect for this court and laws, and that I've never been in this position before, and it's not some place that I want to be. But I have to disagree with you, sir, when you say that I'm selfish, because feeding my kids is not selfish. I have hairstylists that are going hungry because they'd rather feed their kids. So, sir, if you think the law is more important than kids getting fed, then please go ahead with your decision, but I am not going to shut the salon.
Yes! God bless you. There's a video I was shown by another activist friend of mine in the conservative movement. She's been through a lot of fights. She showed me this video once. But it's a guy in a park, and it's grainy, and he gets up and starts dancing, and the dance is kind of crazy. Nobody even knows what kind of dance he's doing, but it's nuts. He gets up. At first, people laugh at him. Goes on for a minute or two. And after about 2 minutes, the laughing dies down a little bit, but a guy gets up and starts dancing with him. All of a sudden, a third person gets up, and then a fourth, and then a 10th, and then a 20th, and then the whole park of hundreds of people are dancing with this guy. It's a real video. The video is about a lot of things. Social psychology, sociology, group dynamics, leadership. It's about a lot of things. But there's one valuable point you should always take away from that video. It's not the guy who gets up and dances first that's really going to change things. It's the one who follows. It's the first person to get up and join the dance that says to the rest of the crowd, we're not going to let them stand alone. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let Shelley Luther stand alone. We have to get behind these people. Don't let them dance alone. But if we're just that first person, that first guy who gets up and doesn't let Shelley Luther or Jax Myers or others dance alone, we can save this place. It's worth saving. We've been in darker places before, but the way to stop it is we're all going to have to take something on the chin here. We need to get up and not let Shelley dance alone. Don't let any of these people dance alone. Flood the phone lines in your state if you're not in Texas. If you're in Florida, if you're in New York, flood the phone lines of every city council member, every mayor, every governor, every delegate, every rep, every state senator. Flood their phone lines and ask them why they are prosecuting innocent Americans for trying to feed their kids. Post their office numbers on Facebook. You are obligated to call them. We're not leftists. We're not the violent ones. That's a leftist thing. But you have the right and the obligation now as a freedom-loving, flag-waving American patriot who loves this country and whose ancestors have handed you down the greatest constitutional republic in the history of humankind. You have an obligation to honor their memory and fight this fight now. If this is allowed to persist, people like Shelley Luther will be all of us tomorrow. Remember what Bonhoeffer said. To not speak is to speak. And to refuse to act is to act. It's time to stand up. Right now. Dark times, folks. But you were born into it. It's time to not let Shelley Luther dance alone.